What's going on, you guys? It's me, AnarchYxNinja. So today I'm here to give you some tips on how to become a better Battlefield 4 player. Maybe you're just coming over from Call of Duty and you want to get better at Battlefield. Maybe you just haven't been as good as you want to be and you think you can be better. Well, I'm going to give you some tips on how to do it. One of my first suggestions would be to run an assault kit. Why? It has a good array of guns, you can revive people, and you can heal yourself with the med pack, which is very key on this game. One thing you got to make sure you do when you get hurt, unlike Call of Duty, you can heal yourself a lot faster than waiting for your health to just regenerate. So make sure once you get behind cover, drop some health. Make sure your health goes all the way up before you push out to engage the enemy, because a lot of times on Battlefield 4 there will be a lot more than one or two guys around that corner. As you see by me going here, there was multiple guys in there. It's just there's a lot more players, so you gotta be more full healed. It just really will come in handy. Another thing, you want to get a lot of points? Use the defibrillator. It is very important to be reviving your teammates and dropping them health with the med pack. Now, that does not mean revive them in front of 50 bad guys. If you know they're going to die, don't do it. Don't revive them if they're just going to die. You know, if you want the 25 points to get the revive, hey, that's one thing. But I'm sure the guy getting revived is not going to be too thrilled if you're just reviving them into that crap. So, those are just some of my tips on what kit I would use. Guns, it kind of depends on your own, how you like to play, I guess. But if you're going to be running around a lot, I would suggest using an AEK. Very high rate of fire. It will take some getting used to control the recoil on it, but it can be done. Once you get used to the recoil, you can insta-kill people at close range, and you can get kills at medium range. Sure, there might be better guns for medium range, but for close range, I would really suggest running an an AEK. Really come in handy, and it can have a little effective punch out to a little longer ranges, other than using like the CZ3A1, which is the Evo from Black Ops. That really does not have good range on that. Really good at close range, but if you want to be more multi-purpose, I would suggest the AEK. Or if you really want to be multi-purpose, it will lack a little bit at close range, but it's still really good. I would suggest the Ace 23. That gun is just an all-around well gun. Very good at close range, very good at medium range. Long range, you can hit them if you burst fire. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Burst firing. Very important that you burst fire. Especially on this game. If you played Battlefield 3, you know, burst fire there, it was okay. It was useful. Every game it's useful, especially FPSs. But on this one, for some reason, burst fire is really important, which I like personally. It makes you have to become a better aimer. And it's really important to use, especially like the gun I'm using, the AEK. You got to burst fire, and you can be effective at medium range. Works really well. Really effective to take people out of head glitches or out from behind cover. That leads me to my next topic. Use cover. Everybody says that, every shooter game, yada yada yada. Use cover. You think they're just saying it, but I mean it. Use cover. It will be effective. There will be times, especially if you're new to it, and you run around a corner, you see a guy with only his freaking forehead showing. He can see you. He can shoot you that way too. So use that cover to your advantage. I know people don't like head glitches, but to be honest, those are the people who die a lot. They don't like them because they don't want to slow down and use cover. So you want to kill them? Use cover. It's very effective. Not overrated. People always, use cover. Everybody just says it. That's what they just say to fill in the time. No. Using cover is very important. Just like in real warfare would be. Same here. Use cover. It will really help you. Especially for the people who don't want to use cover. You can drop them in a heartbeat. Next, you have to have a very good awareness. This goes for any FPS game. Any game in general. Be aware of your surroundings. If you have a headset, you don't need one, but if you do, it's really good. You can hear where your teammates are, know where they're shooting from, know where the enemy's shooting from, hear if they're above you, below you, that sort of stuff. But most importantly, pay attention to your map. I don't know how often I've seen it where I'm playing and these idiots are not paying attention to their map. Just look at your map. It really will help you. It'll tell you where your teammates are. It'll tell you where the enemy is if they're spotted. It will tell you so much stuff you need to know, and it's really effective. You can tell what direction they're looking, if they're going to push you, if they're going to come and try to kill you, if they're going to stay back. It's really useful. I would look at the map a lot of the time, even more sometimes more than I am looking at the screen, which might get you killed in some cases if the guy's not spotted, but it is really effective. So make sure you use your map. Next topic, spotting. You can't do this on Call of Duty. On Battlefield, hit the RB button and you can spot an enemy. What does that do? That marks them on the map, and as you can see, you see a little Dorito above their head. That means they're spotted. Really effective. It helps you. It helps your teammates. It tells you where they are it will mark them on the map. It will tells your teammates where they're at. It is just a very effective way. I really think spotting is underrated. I don't see enough people doing it. It's like they don't know what spotting is. It really helps teammates, especially in a case where if you see a guy and he's going to run around a corner, and you know you're not going to be able to kill him. If you can just spot him, maybe there's a teammate on the other side who has his back to that. And if you spot him, he might see him on the map and turn around, and you might in turn save your teammate's life. So you could really be helping out teammates just by spotting people. Really important. Not enough people do it. Hopefully more people will do it. Next tip, if you see one guy looking at the door, don't look at the same door. You know, if there's a door on the left and there's a door on the right and you got 5 guys looking at the one on the right, don't go with the multitude. Look at the door on the left. You got to watch your flanks. And this goes for any game. Watch your flanks, especially this game, because there's a lot of people out there, including myself, who will flank you. If you want to be getting clips for YouTube and you got people piled up all on each other, that's how you get clips. So you got to be watching the flanks. Can't stress it enough. So much on this game, you'll turn a corner and there's 10 guys looking at one door for really no reason, and they're just asking to get a clip. You know, they're going to get shot in the butt. You can C4 them. You can do whatever. There's times where I'll be standing and they'll be looking at me, and I will be shooting them, but they're just so used to so many people around them shooting, they just assume you're on their side, which will get them killed, hopefully. Next thing, so this is mainly if you come from Call of Duty. Now, I played Black Ops 2 competitively, and there was a lot of scuff jumping, a lot of drop shotting, prone shotting, whatever you want to call it. Do not do that in this game. You cannot shoot when you are jumping. You cannot shoot while you are going prone. There is no reason to try to do that. It does not work. You might see people jumping around when they walk. You'll notice in this gameplay, I jump when I walk. That's simply just it transferred over from Battlefield 3. On Battlefield 3, it made you go faster. Not so much on Battlefield 4, but it helps you dodge bullets, in my opinion. It makes it harder to shoot people. You don't have to run and jump. But like I said, when you jump, you cannot shoot, so be careful. Do not just be running and jumping around corners, especially if you know there's going to be a bagger on the other side. Guys, you're probably going to die. How do you want to rank up fast? I know a lot of people do. One of the things I would suggest, like I said, use Assault, PTFO. Go be capping flags. If you're playing Rush, arm the bomb. Whatever you're doing, start arming crates. Do not be sitting in the back and doing nothing. Sniping, you want to snipe, that's fine, do it, but it does not get you a high score per minute. It does not really help your team to a certain extent. It does not do anything, especially if you're just sitting on the top of the roof. There's 10 snipers on one roof. You're not helping people. I'm sorry. I don't care what your opinion is. If there is 10 dudes on one roof sniping, you are holding your team back. Don't do it. Be the guy running around, taking the objectives, reviving teammates, giving them ammo if you support, laying down cover fire. You could do so much stuff just by going out there and being a team player. Even if you're not necessarily that type of slayer, you can really help your team by getting on the bases, capping flags. They go faster the more there is. I know that goes for multiple games, so I'm just telling you something everybody probably already knows. But it is really effective just to have people getting flags. Even if you can't kill, you can help by reviving and doing that stuff. One, I would say, like I said about the prone shotting, on one of my videos, I tried doing it earlier. Don't do it. Like, it really does not work. Like, I don't know why I did it. I know I didn't do it, but I still catch myself doing it. Since I did come from Call of Duty at one point, it's just sometimes it's a reflex. You know what I mean? It will happen. Just try to stop it. Anyway, that's going to give you a few little tips. If you want me to keep giving you tips and tricks, make sure you let me know. But anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope it helped you. And also, Happy New Year's. I hope you guys had a safe New Year's. See how this New Year is going to be going. It's going to be great, especially on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed if you're new to it. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.